Virtual reality might still be at the fringes of the industry as far as widespread popularity is concerned, but there is no doubting its potential. Multiple games in the last few years have shown us that VR, if handled correctly, can be absolutely incredible. The key selling point is immersion, of course, and one of the most important factors contributing to that is how a game looks. And in that area, there have been several VR games that have exceeded expectations. In this feature, we'll be taking a look at a few such games. Blood and Truth. SIE London Studios' Blood and Truth was an unexpected surprise earlier this year, promising and delivering on the allure of high-octane action and a story you could actually invest in. It was a better game than most expected. Another area where it impressed quite a bit was the visuals, with crisp technical work across the board, excellent animations, and truly impressive facial and performance capture. Astrobot Rescue Mission. Astrobot Rescue Mission can easily stake a claim to the title of the best VR game to date, and it's good that it looks just as charming as it plays well. Every level sports imaginative and quirky art design. The models for some of the enemies, bosses, and the bots themselves are mighty impressive, while even on a technical level, the game goes above and beyond to prop up its impressive art style. Lone Echo. Lone Echo isn't a game that has permeated the mainstream quite well, which is an absolute shame, because this is a gem of a game. It feels like it was designed specifically as a VR experience, and everything from its premise to the way it plays feels like it was designed to play to VR strengths. Atmosphere is one of the game's biggest strengths, and its sharp values are hugely responsible for that, with excellent looking environments, characters, and spot-on lighting across the board. Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7 was the first game ever to be built on Capcom's RE engine, and it was a perfect showcase for how excellent games developed on it can look. And even though it obviously took some hits in VR, it still looked excellent. The startling level of detail in the environments, the atmospheric lighting, the immaculate character models, all of it was present and made for one of the most immersive horror experiences we've ever played. Moss. Moss is a charming little adventure game that ranks as one of the best titles available on PSVR, and though it might not stand toe-to-toe with many other entries in this list as far as pure technical achievements are concerned, it still deserves a lot of love for its art style. Moss has a very particular personality that is quite important to the entire experience, and the game's consistently charming art style makes sure that it always does justice to, and also immensely adds to, that personality. WIPEOUT Omega Collection. We may not have gotten a new WIPEOUT game this generation, but we did still get the remastered compilation WIPEOUT Omega, and it was really damn good. A huge draw for many was the fact that it was fully playable in VR, and yes, it looked as good in VR as you think. All of the glistening futuristic environments and assets the series is known for, making a graceful transition to VR, while the experience also served to significantly heighten the immersion and sense of speed that makes WIPEOUT what it is. Thumper. Besides its satisfying rhythm gameplay, Thumper relies on trippy sights and sounds quite a bit, and seeing how beloved it is, it's clear that it makes use of those very well. The enchanting visuals of the game are brought to life with impressive tech, and it works perfectly in conjunction with the moment-to-moment gameplay to make for an unforgettable experience. Firewall Zero Hour. Many have tried their hand at the multiplayer tactical shooting of Firewall Zero Hour and come away pleasantly surprised with what's on offer. It's more than just a competent game, it's legitimately good. The same holds true for its visuals, and though the game's look will win no plaudits for being imaginative or fresh, it does deserve a lot of credit for how clean and crisp it is. The Invisible Hours. The Invisible Hours is yet another example of Rime developers Tequila Works being bold with their concepts and the games that they make around them. A captivating murder mystery in a unique alternative 1800s setting, the game works overtime to make sure that its visuals bring it all to life. From exquisitely designed environments to an impressive level of detail, there's certainly a lot to admire here. LA Noire: The VR Case Files. LA Noire: The VR Case Files probably isn't the best way to experience LA Noire's story given how truncated it is, but while it falls a little short in that respect, the game does deserve props for how good it looks. A big selling point for the base game back when it first launched was its visuals, and how they brought its characters and the tiny details in its environments to life. Eve Valkyrie. Eve Valkyrie's beautiful outer space vistas and its chaotic and frenetic action is truly a sight to behold in virtual reality. Though many would expect the game's performance to falter and for the game itself not to be able to do justice to its sights in VR, it looks great and performs smoothly. Sitting in the cockpit of your fighter and flying it through glorious environments while engaging others in combat looks as great as it sounds. Elite Dangerous VR. Here's another spacefaring experience that begs to be played in VR. With its premise of flying spacecraft through a massive recreation of the entire Milky Way galaxy, a big part of the experience is taking in the beautiful and mind-boggling sights of outer space, and Elite Dangerous does justice to that premise wonderfully, especially in virtual reality. Batman Arkham VR. Batman Arkham VR is more of a tech demo than an actual game, and it's received plenty of criticism for that fact. But as far as pure visuals are concerned, it deserves a lot of credit. Looking at the Batcave, the Batsuit, and all of your Bat gadgets in first person in VR is an enjoyable experience for any Batman fan, and the fact that the game at least looks sharp and solid does it a lot of favors. The Climb. The Climb certainly has issues with its controls, and the fact that the package is a little light on content, especially in the context of its price, does it no favors either, but there's no denying its visual achievements. There really isn't a surprise that it looks so good, and one look at all of the attention to detail is really all you need to see to be sold on how good it really looks. The Inpatient. As a prequel to the PS4 fan-favorite title Until Dawn, VR-exclusive The Inpatient definitely falls short in several ways. But the one aspect of the game that imitates its precursor's success is the visuals. From the creepy environments of the Blackwood Sanatorium, to the lighting, to the character models, The Inpatient is visually impressive on a consistent basis, even if the whole package is at best forgettable. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.